Sucker Punch is facing a ton of heat from their fan base. So last week, in case you missed it, after the unfortunate assassination of Charlie Kirk, one of their game developers from Ghost of Yotei decided to celebrate Charlie Kirk's death, and Sucker Punch responded and fired him. Now they dropped a couple trailers this past week, and you see the like to dislike ratio. It's really bad because they're in a no-win situation. Now, do I think Ghost of Yotei is going to bomb in sales? I don't think that. Will it hurt it? Yes, but I do believe there's plenty of people out there that will still play Ghost of Yotei. I'm not going to be that ignorant. However, do I think it could hurt this brand? Yes, I do. As we see more games get released, we'll see if it all goes down here. We know there's been woke stuff in the video game industry. People are concerned about this game because it's a female-led character, and we'll get to the actress of the character in a moment. But you see down in the comments here, rest in peace, Charlie. I like the fact they gave, I think it's Erna. I don't want to butcher her name, but sad how she died as well. Is disgusting for both of them. I agree, justice for both. This game already had controversy, now it just added fuel to the fire. So you see, people are saying, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I even saw a post from Yellow Flash. If you don't follow him, you should, where they censored his comment, where he said R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, and they actually censored it out. It's crazy. It got a ton of likes and a lot of engagement, and they didn't want people seeing that comment. It's just crazy stuff. So yeah, this game is just under a lot of scrutiny from fans. Now, Sucker Punch did come out and say this, where celebrating or making light of someone's murder is a deal breaker for us. And if you write down to the comments, now she is the voice actor in Ghost of Yotei, the main character, because a female-led video game. She was part of Antifa. Now, I don't think she should be off the game because you can separate politics and a game. You can separate entertainment and what they do politically. In my opinion, I can do that. If you can't, that's fine. You are entitled to your opinion. You see how that works? Like, we can agree to disagree. I have no problem saying that. But people are saying, like, what about this situation? Now, this was from 5 years ago, but people are assuming she still feels the same way today. So, yeah, a ton of people are really upset. Another funny part is people on Blue Sky. They're even irate with the fact that Sucker Punch fired this developer, Drew Harrison. That's the one who made the viral comments about Charlie Kirk. They're even saying they are going to boycott Ghost of Yotei. It's just crazy stuff. Sucker Punch is really going through it. So here's what the left had to say. Time to boycott Ghost of Yotei and Sony until they reinstate the artist. Why are you capitulating to the far right? Your game stars someone Charlie Kirk would have wanted to die. And these people are funny. Absolutely disgusting behavior to crumble to a harassment campaign so easily and fully. Management Sucker Punch should be ashamed. Should the employee have been disciplined? Maybe. So the person who celebrated someone's death, they might be disciplined. Not a firm yes, it's a maybe. Glad you're not in charge. But firing them over so small of a joke that isn't even at Kirk's expense is a Riddick. Boycott Ghost of Yotei. Blank Sucker Punch blank the CEOs and upper echelon for capitulating to blanking fascists. It's the same old talking points. If you have conservative views, you could vote Democrat and have some conservative views and still be labeled as a Nazi or fascist. That's how crazy these people are. You can have one conservative talking point or one principle you believe on people on the right. Like, you can support gay rights and not support abortion, and you're viewed as a fascist. That's insane stuff. People have to get back to a point where you can have actual dialogue and healthy conversations. But these people are so far gone, they can't do that. This person also goes on to say, I'm going to be crystal clear here. This is cowardly. Handing power to fire to the internet at large. You're abetting the kinds of actions that have hurt so many of my fellow developers. Oh, you poor baby. Have a process and follow it, but don't take QAs from people looking for a head. Look, you got to understand, the person celebrated their death, and I just don't get these people. And this person says, disclaimer, the person who made the post, not every post here is from today. This is an assortment of reactions to when it happened, with some occurring today. It's just crazy. The people on the left and the right are going nuts over this. And I understand people on the right, if you're like, you know what, I don't want to support this game because who they have as a voice actress, if they support Antifa, and you don't want to align yourself because of your convictions and you can't separate your politics from entertainment, that's fine. It just depends on the person. Like, you have to be likable to your audience. And I don't know this person personally. I haven't seen any of their interviews. So I don't want to make any assumptions. But if you've seen the interviews and they've turned you off, then you have every right to feel the way you feel. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei is really going through it. Sucker Punch just got to figure this out. And they just got to realize, you know what? If we try to side with the extreme left, they're going to want us to cater a certain way. And if we don't cater to their ideas because we don't agree with somebody in our company celebrating a death, then we just need to distance ourselves. That's what most of these companies need to do is get back to making good entertainment, ignore these people, let them figure their own lives out because I want them to do well, but just get back to making money, making good content. I'm not saying every company's like this, but you get what I'm saying, like catering to a small population and they're showing you their true colors because you have something to handle in your company and it's not making you look good, just shows you like you need to move on and don't worry about them. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this situation with Sucker Punch and Ghost of Yotei. I'd love to hear your opinions about this entire fiasco. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.